everyone. Welcome to another week of the best stuff in sports.
Better believe it.
Chad, Ricardo, I can't think of anything better than high school football, especially as we get to the state championship level.
That's right.
That's Chad Ricardo. I'm Joe Ball, and we are bringing you another week of InRide.com's High Def High School, presented by Quality Chiropractic. Hold on, partner. Your car has never been worth more, and InRide.com is giving you a way to cash in. Check them out today. Either go on, get the app, or go online at InRide.com. You know, Chad, what a crazy week in high school football.
Sure.
We saw Wise and Flowers go down to the wire last weekend.
PG County.
And then the Pumas move on last night.
Sure.
The state title game.
This was the matchup that everyone has been looking forward to. I would say all this season, Joe Ball, but truly, this goes back to 2019 when we first anticipated this. It was great that it went down last night.
And the Freedom Eagles got knocked out last weekend in a regional championship game. If you can call a 13-0 team a sleeper, Battlefield was certainly not on our radar.
It definitely did not have Battlefield high enough in the rankings. I'm sure that everyone in Battlefield country, they knew that already. They proved themselves.
And a rematch later today of that game that just absolutely burned it down last spring.
That's right.
Madison is hosting South County for the region for the state semifinal game. The winner there will go on to the state championship.
I feel like we've been previewing that one all season long as well. That's the Virginia version of the Wise QO.
We've been looking ahead to that. Yeah, we kind of knew it would come down to this, and here it is. But, you know, if Northwest QO was the granddaddy of them all, Chad, last night's state title game?
Ooh, if that was the granddaddy, I guess that this one had to be the baby mama of them all, Joe Ball, because this one had all of the writings on the wall, because no matter where you were in the DMV, you had your eyes on this game.
The undefeated and number 4 ranked Quince Orchard Cougars versus the undefeated number 3 ranked Wise Pumas. And this is the matchup we've all been looking forward to for the last 3 to 4 years. Pumas are turned, Red Army is lit. It's PG versus Moco, speed versus power. Let's get it on. Wise's first possession would go 3 and out, concluded by a Kendall Johnson and Jalen Harvey sack of Jaden Surrey. That served as foreshadowing for the rest of the evening as they'd be in Surrey's pocket all night long. After a short Pumas punt, QO immediately goes to work. Savon Briggs sets up the screen for Donovan Brown, who delivers a mean stiff arm before getting in for 6. Second QO possession, and their offensive line began to show their dominance. Man versus man, Iverson Howard running downhill, and the Frosh, who's had himself a wonderful season, caps off the drive, giving QO a 2-score lead. Who saw this coming? Second quarter, and Wise gets it going. 1,000-yard rusher Dadrian Carter-Williams tries the left side, finding his way into the end zone, cutting the lead to 14-6. A mismanaged punt return, though, would give QO the ball inside the red zone, and Savon Briggs wastes no time. On third down, he gets it to Kendall Johnson, who gets it into the end zone. Many people are shocked, but none of them are wearing red. 21-6 Cougars. Not to be outdone, though, Jaden Surrey leads the Pumas back down the field and links up with Dadrian Carter-Williams, who gets it in for his second score on the day. It's a one-possession game, a 21-13. Sam Smith would nail a 38-yarder right before the half, extending the Cougars' lead to 24-13. And on to Q3, and Wise drove the ball all the way down to the Cougars' 10 again. And this is the story of the game: Fred Kim's defense and the Cougars' pressure. Matthew Longa and Kendall Johnson here, but Big QO punished Jaden Surrey all night long. Cougars hold, and it's on to the fourth quarter. After delivering body blow after body blow, Big QO looking for the knockout, and there it is. Iverson Howard's second touchdown of the game. The Cougars' offensive line deserves maximum credit as Big QO wins your Maryland 4A state championship 31-13 over Wise. An emotional victory for Coach Kelly, a huge moment for the Cougars program.
Just really proud of my guys, man. They did everything we asked them to do. Competed hard week in and week out, battled some obstacles, and I'm just super proud of them, man. It's a very coachable group of guys. Did everything we asked them to do, and we talked about this. Not often you get to talk about a goal and achieve it, and I'm just super proud of them.
Joe Ball, huge congratulations going out to Coach Kelly and this Quince Orchard squad. I mean, all season long, the Cougars have been coming, so to see them come out and to knock off a Wise team, they won a state championship a couple of years ago, and as impressive as that was, I personally know how important it meant to that whole program to beat Wise on that main stage. QO, Wise had knocked off QO the couple of times that they faced in that matchup before, so to win the title against the Pumas meant a ton to them.
And Jalen Husky and Tay Davis absolutely lights out last night on defense. It was a tremendous performance. Congratulations to QO, Coach John Kelly, and that entire staff.
Sure.
I was blown away. Well, Daryl Overton's Freedom Eagles last weekend marched into Haymarket to take on a 12-0 Battlefield squad. Davis Bryson, the talented senior, Greg Hatfield's Battlefield team, they don't make mistakes. Early on, Davis was able to drive with his crew. E.J. Reed moving it ahead for the Eagles. On that first drive early in the game, something to note was that Freedom took the ball deep in their own territory and drove the field. They eventually put the ball in the end zone. Here, Davis Bryson hits Tristan Evans on a 27-yard strike just inside the pylon. That would have given Freedom the early lead, but there's a holding penalty, Chad. Same drive, Freedom going for it on fourth down from the Battlefield 7-yard line. Sage Davis breaks up Bryson's pass and Battlefield bends, but they don't break. Battlefield defense was lights out. Connor Seelock and Wesley Williams got to Bryson Davis here with the sack. Here's how that was set up, though. Bryson Davis, he loves to move it downfield. Ty Gordon, Keeler Hamilton, and Abraham Al-Khalili. Look at the way these guys are meshing up and making sure there are no lanes for Bryson to take off in. Late in the first half, Battlefield takes over on downs with a short field. They slowly move it toward that Freedom goal line. Caleb Woodson with a first down here, and Jonathan Walters lets one fly deep. On the other end, 6'3", 200-pound Caleb Woodson goes up and brings it down over E.J. Reed with 41 seconds left in the first half. Battlefield breaks open the scoring. They go into the half up 7-0. Early, second half, Bryson driving the Eagles again. He's got E.J. Reed, sets the Freedom squad up in business, first and goal. But the Battlefield defense tightens up, shuts the line of scrimmage off. Davis Bryson can't find anyone. Freedom can't get in that end zone. Third quarter action, Jonathan Walters firing over the middle, and Cam Courtney picks it out at midfield. He moves it all the way down to the Bobcat 25-yard line. Bryson and crew with a short field. Again, that stout Bobcat defense, though, forces a 3-and-out. Still 7-0 Battlefield. Later, still third quarter, Bryson. Tristan Evans again. He's got him. First and goal, Eagles. On first down, Bryson calls his own number, and he's on the left side and in. Freedom ties it up with 4:39 left in the third quarter. It's 7-7. The Battlefield waits for you to make a mistake. Battlefield's tough defense pounces on that, gives the ball back to Walters with a short field. He moves it down deep and eventually calls his own number, cashes it in. Battlefield goes up for good with 7:38 left in the game. They would add a field goal and a touchdown. They go on to win it 24-7. Chad, we talked about that defense. We saw how they kept the lanes closed for Davis Bryson, who's a talented quarterback.
Yes.
But that's going to be even bigger this week with a talented Ethan Vasco and a lot bigger offensive line.
Hey, listen, Joe, we mentioned this during the opening. In all reality, I've been so disrespectful to this Battlefield team. I did not include them, and we did not include them high up in our rankings throughout the season. They did extraordinarily impressive against Freedom. I picked Freedom to face up with Oscar Smith. Battlefield knocks them off. But as impressive as that victory was against Freedom, Oscar Smith is a whole different animal, bro. Shutting down Davis Bryson was one thing. Shutting down Ethan Vasco and this squad going to be something totally different.
Kevon's a senior. He runs downfield, and he wants to wear down that defense. On the other side of the ball, Sherrod Coville, Chris Presley back playing outfield, and Xavier Jones coming off that edge are going to give heavy pressure to Jonathan Walters. In order for him to execute, he's going to have a tight time clock on every play. That's a stingy defense, Chad.
Yeah, that Tigers defense, again, if you're unfamiliar with this Oscar Smith team, I happen to be a native of that 757 area, so I've known Chris Scott and this team for a while, but what they do on defense, they've got speed, they're strong up front, and again, they're going to bring the pressure off of the edges. We saw what that was able to do to South County in the championship game over the spring. We'll get to that championship later on, but this will be a difficult matchup for Battlefield.
Okay, I've got something here. We've talked about Oscar Smith. Now, there is some size on this Battlefield squad. Ty Gordon, He's 6'2", 240. Caleb Williams coming off that end is 6'5", 254. Connor Seelock on the other end is only 5'11", but he's 205 pounds. He's solid. He's a beast in the weight room. Al Khalili, probably the smallest of those interior guys, but he's a player. He returned a fumble late in that game against Freedom for a touchdown. This Battlefield team capitalizes on your mistakes.
This offense is so good. You can put Ethan Vasco and King in bad positions, and they'll still make conversions. I think that when it's all said and done, that Oscar Smith is so talented that they can be aggressive in these ways, and that 5, 6, 7 out of 10 times, it'll play out in their favor.
And I will say, in my several years watching Oscar Smith, they are an undisciplined team. They do make a lot of mistakes.
Woo!
They keep teams
Coach Scott.
They keep teams in the game. However, it cost them in 2019. I think this team is maturing.
Yes.
And Coach Scott is now, he's in his third year with this team. They are definitely starting to batten up some of those edges.
This game is being played at Battlefield?
No, it isn't, Chad.
Oh, so this game will be down in the 757?
In the 757.
Is it going to be at the neutral site in Virginia Beach? I think that they're going into the Tigers' den for this game. Again, we love Battlefield. All respect to our Northern Virginia teams, but Joe Ball, Battlefield stands Snowball's chance in 80-degree weather in winning this game.
Okay, Coach Hatfield, I'm going to revoke his library card right here. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, I want Soco again. Ever since they put their flag in our field, I want them back. I want them back bad. So I'm rooting for them.
And we will preview that big showdown coming up in Vienna later today. Soco, Madison, a rematch from that epic game just 7 months ago. Stay right there. High Def High School is in session on the other side of the break.
Hold it, partner. You're sitting on a pile of gold. Your car's never been worth more, and we're giving you a way to cash in. At InRide, we buy cars. Problem is, inventory's tough to come by. So now, we're up in the ante. If your car was worth $3,000, we'll give you 5. If it was worth 10, we'll give you 15. We'll even buy at your lease and pay you thousands in cash. You can just take the money and run. And we'll give you the best offer or give you $500. We'll even bring a check right to your door. Cash in your ride with InRide.
That felt good. That was a good
If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Okay, Chad, more state semifinal action going on today. They were set up by some huge games last week.
Wow.
So last Saturday, Madison hosted Centerville at home, a rematch from about a month prior. Centerville had played to within 3 points of Madison, the closest game they had all season long other than their Stonebridge loss. This one, though, Warhawks were all business. Madison gets the ball first, and Connor Berry puts that offense to work. Early on, he drops back and looks downfield. Darren nicely. He's moving it almost into that red zone, sets Madison up first down at the Centerville 23-yard line. 42 yards on the play. Couple plays later, Connor moving out to his left, decides to bail. He's down in scoring position out at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and of course, Madison's going to give you an Alex Dredge hammer to the forehead once they get that close. Number 1 pounds it over the goal line, and the Warhawks do a little sign language with each other, and it says we're up 7-0. 7:43 to the play in the first. Next time Madison touches the ball right around midfield, Connor Berry wants to throw it again. This time it's Sonny Endicott, 50 yards, touchdown. Just like that, Madison is up 14-0. The big guys checking out a little film to confirm they're killing it. The dark side defense giving a hard time to all-district running back Isaiah Ragland. Brian Resto trying to get something going. But overwhelming pressure from Kyle Porter and Tobias Walker just smothering that Centerville offense. Check out this hit from Brian Bates Jr. on Alex Dredge. Tough game for my man Brian Bates and this Centerville defense. Gabe Shanks, those two are stud linebackers, but they had a huge task all day long trying to stop this guy. One with that offensive line. Check out Alex Dredge delivering a blow here as he's running through Keontae Wingate. And Jaden Seiler. Wasn't long before the levee is gonna break. Dredge. Huge hole created by Tobias Walker. It's 21-0, 2:20 left in the half. Centerville puts some plays together late in the half. Brian Resto moving out to his left, cutting it upfield, takes a pretty good shot from John Hurley there, but moving the chains out close to midfield. Same drive, Resto firing over the middle. Austin Wysocki with a huge blow. That dark side defense just brutal. Ray Gordon is making some adjustments. Brian Resto wants more. This one's picked by Austin Wysocki. Centerville comes up empty, and we end the half 21-0 Madison. In the second, more of the Alex Dredge pounding. He's moving it ahead into the red zone. They go with that jumbo package, and 2 plays later, it's Alex Dredge in for a 1-yard touchdown. 28-0, 7:22 to play, third quarter. Next time Madison gets the ball, Connor Berry dropping, stretching the field. He's got Cord Yates, diving snag down to that 28-yard line. Madison in business again. That offensive line just opening holes. Alexander Carlson running through that defense like a dredge. More Alex. He puts this one in again. 35-0 Madison. Madison healthy for the most part, but a couple things to keep an eye on. Ali El Nagar went down on that early fourth quarter on that last Alex Dredge touchdown. They need him, and of course Ryan Salvosa was cramping for most of that game, Chad. He's critical this week. He's got to be healthy against Soco.
Got to contain this South County offense, and I love what Madison is able to do. They truly do play in a phone booth. And you and I, we talked about this offline. Whether we're talking about the offense or the defense, they want to play between the hash marks. On offense, that potent offensive line is going to get going downhill. Alex Dredge is going to cut up in there. And there's nobody better in the state of Virginia at doing that than Alex Dredge. Connor Berry, the way that he's found magic on the offensive side of the ball, throwing the ball downhill. And when you can, when you've got running backs that can run 4, 5, 6 yards per carry, it opens up the play action and it opens up the opportunities to get over top. But like you said, it's that defense. They played lights out all season long, tossing out donuts, and they're going to have to do just that in order to knock off South County.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Soco, who we thought was playing lackluster football for a lot of the season, has stepped up their game as of late. Last Saturday they had a big one with Westpo. That rematch against Westpo and George Stamos. Early on in this one, Emmanuel Honor gets loose. He's in that secondary. Sets Westpo up first and goal inside the 10-yard line. And from there, George Stamos takes it in and cashes it in. Lightning's going to strike twice for Soco today, but there's a flag on the play. It's coming back, and that Soco defense shuts it down. Westpo gets a field goal out of it. They lead 3-0 with 7:55 left in the quarter. On the kick, though, Jacob Wilson Jr. takes it. He's got some room all the way outside the 50-yard line. Soco is in business. Trenton Johnson, same drive, direct snap, moving it down into the red zone, and Jordan Dennis hits Rah-Rah out in the flat. Soco takes their first lead. They miss the extra point, and they hold at 6-3 with 6:31 in the first quarter. Next time Soco has the ball, Cam Riley, he's loose. He's moving it into Westpo territory. First down Soco. Then Trenton Johnson moves the ball inside the 10-yard line, where number 10, Brock Spalding, takes the direct snap. Busts his way into that end zone. It's 12-3 Soco. Second quarter, Honore around the right side, gets on the corner, picks up a first down inside the 30, and then Joaquin swings it out to Ampen, who's laying shifty moves, slips inside. He's racing toward that goal line, setting Westpo up first and goal at the 1-yard line. From there, George Stamos takes the direct snap. He's racing it in. The ball comes loose. Soco's running the other direction with it. The official call is a touchdown. Westpo, it's pandemonium for a minute at Soco. Westpo closing that gap. It's 12-10 at that point. Next play, though, Jordan Dennis swinging it out to Brock Spalding. Someone stepping in the way of our cameraman, so Brock brings it to us and takes it to the house. 80 yards. The touchdown. Soco will go for 2. He's in. It's 20-10. Soco. They will get the ball back again with under 3 minutes to play. Watch this clock management by the sophomore quarterback. First he hits Brock Spalding here on a slant. They move the chains, get a brief stop of the clock. They're ready to go, and Dennis hits Brock again out at the sideline. Brock able to get it out of bounds. And then on the next play, Jordan Dennis drops a dime to Trenton Johnson. 28 yards, touchdown. Soco goes up 26-10 at the half. Second half now. Joaquin is driving this Wolverine team. Third down at the Soco 15-yard line. Fires into that end zone, and George Stamos is there. He hauls it in. Westpo closing that gap. It's 26-16. They go for two. Joaquin to a diving Emmanuel Ampin for the conversion. Soco's lead is now 26-18 at that point. Fourth quarter action. Trouble for Soco. Trenton Johnson. Direct snap. He's moving it out across that 5-yard line, trying to get some room. Somewhere along the line, the ball pops out. Not sure if he was down, but Evan Wunderlich picks it up. He trots into the end zone. They call it a touchdown for Westpo, and a two-pointer later, we're tied at 26 with 5:12 to play in the game. And then with just 44 seconds to play, Brock is set up inside the 10-yard line, taking a direct snap. He's in, and Soco goes on to win a dramatic one, 33-26 over Westpo, sending them for the third straight year to the state semifinal game. Don't touch that remote control, because High Def High School is still in session on the other side of the break. Soco pulls it out at the very end of that game. A big play, obviously Brock Spalding coming up huge in that game. We talked a little bit about Madison. They didn't have any trouble against Centerville. Soco, in dramatic fashion, wins theirs. They're going to face each other this weekend. What do you see?
What I see first and foremost, and again, we touched on this a couple of weeks ago, all credit in the world to Brock Spalding, right? All of the talk about the Virginia version of the High Def Heisman, it's been sealed away as clear as it was for Jaden Sarray before. Just an outstanding season by Brock, an outstanding career by Brock Spalding as well. So give that young man credit. But this South County team, they've turned on a dime here after showing huge vulnerability earlier in the year because they were too dependent on Brock. I know that you said that before. Now you look at the emergence of Trenton Johnson. Now you look at Ra Wesley turning into a star. Now you look at Cameron Riley running the ball, and you see Jordan Dennis beginning to protect the ball a little bit more. And even more importantly, they've gotten over a couple of the losses that they had on that revenge tour, making it real in their mind that they are a championship contender.
Real in their mind. Now, I think you were kind of bruising some feelings in Vienna over there talking about Brock Spalding. They take it very personal when you talk about any other offensive player other than Alex Dredge. They believe that he is the best running back in the state. Madison is too mature. They're not going to make the mistakes, and they are ready to box in all of that talent, and they're going to win the battle at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. I think Madison goes to the state championship.
In December, in the playoffs, to make this as simple as it possibly can be, Joe Ball, football is about running the ball, and it's about stopping the run. And this Madison team is built to do that. South County, they'll be back next year, but we've talked about this before. 7 super talented sophomores on that defensive side of the ball. Can they hold up against this Madison offensive line and Alex Dredge? My vote says no, though I do love you, Soco Nation. Madison wins this game.
So that game's coming up in about an hour. Stay right there. High Def High School will be back on the other side of the break. Get out to see a game this afternoon. There are Maryland State Championships. There are Virginia State semifinals. If you want one local, get over to Vienna. Madison High School is hosting Soco. For Chad Ricardo, I'm Joe Ball. That's all the time we have. Come back next week. It's the state championships. We'll be here and we'll tell you all about them.
Wait, Joe Ball, it's Chris Scott.
Coach, look, I'm telling you,